Hey guys, I'm on here for a quick video. It's a little bit different. This is my little Thomas Niklaus. He is going to take a little trip. So this little guy is going to fly all the way back to his artist in England for just a couple adjustments that I've wanted to have made to him for a while, and she is going to graciously make those adjustments for me and touch up his varnish and stuff, which actually his varnish has held up great. There's just a couple of areas on his body that arrived already very smooth, so she's going to give him once over and do that for me. So of course, I have the normal natural emotions of nerves for his safe travels, and of course I'm going to miss him like crazy. But now that I have it in my mind and she's aware and ready for him to come to her, I just sort of need to get it done, because otherwise it'll be hanging over me. Now I'm trying not to lay him down at all, because I just wet his hair in the back and brushed it as best I could. And as I've mentioned before, he's got this gorgeous Delta Dawn mohair, but it does tangle pretty easily when I lay him down. So it's wet, so before I wrap him up, I'll have to give it a chance to dry, so we'll pause and come back. But I want to try to keep him from laying down. And hopefully while he's there, she can do a little bit of touching up, or not touching up, but just sort of like get his hair straightened out. When he shipped to me, he shipped wrapped in his blanket, which is a shawl blanket, so it was very textured. And I think that that was a funny sound. I think that it has never really been right since then. So I think it's the nature of the mohair too, but well, I heard a sound, but I think maybe it was just the fabric. Let's hope. All right, cutie pie. So now that I've laid him down after just saying that I wouldn't, we'll definitely double check his hair before I sit him up to dry. I'm going to put him in this. I'm going to put him in this snowsuit because it's very thick and cushiony, and it's extremely soft. It's not really fleece, I guess maybe sherpa, I'm not sure. Faux fur for sure. So I'm going to put him in that. I'm going to put him in a pair of socks, and I will be wrapping his head in bubble wrap. I'm not going to put a diaper or anything on his face. And then we'll wrap his whole body up in bubble wrap too. So I already know that some of you in the community have sent your precious ones out for repairs, touch-ups, modifications, sometimes to the original artist, sometimes not. And seems to have gone well for everybody that I have seen, but I know that it is kind of a nerve-wracking time while your guys just sort of like sitting out there. It's almost, I'll probably be stalking the delivery notifications to her as much as I did when I was waiting for him to get to me. Of course, I did go through this once before when I had purchased the Atticus kit from Laura Lee Eagles directly, and then once we determined that I would be going forward with a custom order or a private order, that I would ship the kit over, because at that time the kit was technically sold out, but a couple became available, and Wendy didn't have any other Atticus kits on hand. So that was, I was very anxious and excited for the kit to get to her, and of course making concerned that it might get lost and all that stuff. So this suit is a little bit large on him, as you may see already, but you'll definitely see in a minute. But I think that'll go well because his limbs will be, his hands and feet rather, will be protected inside of this very soft material. It's not scratchy in any way. I'm not concerned about it rubbing on his varnish or his paint. So you can see I already have to hike it up just to get his little feet to stick out. But here he is, my little snowman. And it's probably going to take, gosh, it's so expensive, you guys, to ship from here to England. I think I paid like $50 or $60 for his delivery from England, but I paid $70 or $80 for slightly expedited shipping of the blank kit to her. And he's going to be just as expensive to ship over to her. I guess it's not a gigantic difference, but her shipping took 2 days, and this is going to take 6 to 10 business days. But we're trusting that he's going to be safe, and he'll make it to her and back to me with no incident. She'll get a chance to see him, and of course she's gotten some photos from me along the way, and we both just adore him. So I think that we're just going to do a couple things that will enhance how cute he is, and really sort of make the experience complete. All right, so I'm going to pause here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and let his hair dry, get the box ready, get the wrap ready, and then I'll hop back on here with you, and we'll see him off together. Thanks. All right, guys, I am back. I think we're ready to finalize the packing for my sweet boy here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap his head in plastic wrap. And even though I know he's a doll, it still seems morbid to me. So, but let me give him kisses first. All right, my love. Well, we can't seem to get you in the frame here. Let's move you over. Here he is. I'm just taking a couple pictures. All right. I've definitely had second thoughts here and there, just because well, of course I'm going to miss him, and I love him, so the thought of like changing things can be a little bit nerve-wracking. I just want to do this to try and minimize rubbing and movement. I might do one more piece all the way around. And this is a doll. It's a doll. It's not a baby. This is a vinyl doll. I'm going to do one more piece. So nobody freak out. This isn't a real baby. It's a doll. And see? Okay. Yeah, see how his hands, everything is all nice and covered inside of this outfit here. So I'm going to wrap him up in some bubble wrap. Well, I can see already that this might be freaky to somebody who doesn't know what is going on. But I'll just keep saying that this is not a real child. It is a vinyl collectible doll that is being shipped for touch-ups. So now he's going to, I want to make sure there's a little play in his legs in case I have to kind of lay him sideways. Where did my tape go? All right, we all know that this tape can be very loud on the camera. I'm going to try and pull it away from you guys, but just want to get the main pieces taped down, and then we'll go around the package. And I'm going to take another square and pop that right over the top of his head. I know, I'm videotaping this and then I'm not doing it on the camera. We should be nice and protected. For his trip. Hopefully, since we're past the holiday season, it won't take too long to get there, but I'm not going to hold my breath on it being early. Okay. Let's see if we can do one nice long piece over the top. And then we're going to go around his face. So we're losing some coverage here. So we're going to wrap him again. Right around the middle. Just a couple feet. Should do it. There we go. I do feel fortunate that we ship a lot of stuff for our business, and so I've got this material in hand and we buy it in bulk. Well, this bubble wrap actually came with our house. We're almost done with it. Well, you can kind of see him through there. Oh, definitely sad. But it can be expensive to buy like a single roll of tape at the post office, that's for sure. All right, so we're setting him in this box. It's 15 by 15 by 11. And I've got this very cushiony foam insert here. And then the sides have the bubble wrap. So I'm going to see if I can raise the... All right, so this is a good view of the inside of the box. I'm just going to take my boy and place him in here. Actually, he's laying best just straight on his back, which is good. So there will be no pressure on his limbs. And everything's going to fold very nicely around him. I think I'll throw some peanuts around the corners. Actually, I'll just use some more bubble wrap, just in these empty corners here. Just to really prevent him from shifting around too much. And I have this little note. It's just got some reference of what exactly we're talking about doing. And of course my gratitude. And we're ready to seal him up. Okay. All right, love you, baby. Let's get the tape. So this box has an old shipping label on it. It's a newer box, but just gonna rip that off real quick. Get our address off. Okay, that'll do. We'll put our new label right on top. It's very secure. I like to seal it very well, not only to prevent the box from opening, but also help the moisture from getting in the seams. Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to weigh him, make sure he weighs what I thought he did. I've already measured the box. I'll print out my shipping label and customs document. We'll stick that on here, and and then he'll be going to the post office. All right, guys, so we're in the car getting ready to take Niklaus down to the post office. And you can't probably see him in here. But Ronan's coming along for moral support. Yes, the post office is only a couple minutes down the road. But we are off. Okay, guys, it's done. I'm at the post office and I have dropped Niklaus off. He is going to be on his way across the Atlantic. There's little Ronan in his car seat. Came along to give Mama some support. So we're gonna head back home because I didn't realize what time it was. And I had a call scheduled with my boss for right when I was in the middle of standing in this huge line in the post office. So I'm gonna see if I can get you guys hooked up here while I drive. So, also got my taxes in today. Definitely miscalculated on that one. I don't know if you guys know, if any of you are self-employed, but this is, last year I really didn't make very much. I've never really made a whole lot. And yeah, I'm not really sure why it's so much higher this year. But that was nice. That's a good reminder. It's good for me to know for next year how to plan properly. So the whatever hopes of maybe getting a nice little tax return for my Dolly fund. Wah wah, that's not happening. But I still went ahead and sent Niklaus out. He's my number one boy, and I really just one slight little thing that's always irked me that was different from what I expected. That's an easy adjustment, and I think it's really just going to be sort of make everything perfect. So that's that. So I'm going to head back home now and see if I can't get my boss on the phone, get that call done. I have some creative stuff to do, making some shirts and business cards. We're going to the Natural Products Expo, Expo West in Anaheim in like a week and a half. And that is a really, really cool place. If you eat healthy, if you like supplements and health products. Sorry that it's so sunny in here. It's a really, really cool place to go. There are hundreds and hundreds of vendors, lots and lots of samples. So, but you know, you meet a lot of people, so we definitely need to update our marketing materials, and I really should get that done tonight. And have some books to work on and stuff like that. So I definitely feel some decisions coming in the future here. Yeah, but everything's good. I had a nice ribeye dinner last night. We get our steaks and everything delivered from a grass-fed farm, free grazing, humanely raised private farm. We do like a mini co-op thing that we've organized with some of our friends and clients. So every few months we get a nice delivery in. And if you're going to eat meat, to me it's the best way to do it because the animal is treated with respect and honor and lives in a natural way. Then you pass on your personal gratitude when you go to consume it. It's the closest thing that you can come to a symbiotic, nature relationship, I think, save for completely abstaining. But you'd never know that I had dinner because I am starving. Starving. So anyway, I will keep you guys posted on Niklaus's journey when he arrives in England and how things are going with his artist, Wendy. I'm very excited to have her see him and see how it all turns out. Oh, last night, my husband, I call him my husband. We are married in spirit and choice, with no ties to the state of Illinois. But I call him my husband because after, 6.5 years, yeah, we're pretty much there. So I went over to show him Ronan's outfit, and he took him and he held him on his shoulder, and he held him while he watched TV for like a good half hour last night with no prodding, no asking. He really does like that baby. So we're pulling it at home, guys. Thanks for joining me on this little journey. I'm happy to say that I did not get all emotional. I know that I will feel the void, but we'll have the boys sleep in the Moses basket while Niklaus is traveling, and everything's going to be great. All right, so until next time, I hope everybody has a fantastic evening. I look forward to seeing all of your beautiful babies, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.